GCSE and A-level exam season is basically a few days away, so here are my last minute tips to help you in the lead up to exams and going through exam season. These are going to be really short, sweet and snappy because I don't have time. I know you definitely don't have time because we're supposed to be revising, so here we go. First tip, plan your revision. Whether the night before or the morning of the day that you're going to be revising, plan to stop you from procrastinating and to also help get you out that slump. It can often be really overwhelming when you've got like so many exams coming up and this to do and that to do. Making a plan can really just help you see, okay, I need to work on this today and this is what I'm going to do, and it just helps you from like being overwhelmed. Next tip, remember to use your teachers. Your teachers are there to help you. Make them do their job. Ask them questions. Make them mark your papers. Make them walk you through papers if you need it. Make them walk you through the feedback that they give you on papers that you give them to mark. Anything. Go to your teachers. The teachers are being paid to be there to help you. Make them do their job. Next tip, utilize AI. I didn't have when I was doing my GCSEs, but it's something that I really wish I utilized more during my A-levels. Ask it anything, ask it to explain this concept to you in a really basic way, in a way that is in line with your specification. Ask it to make your revision timetable going over this topic over the next couple of days or however many days you want. Upload your specification, upload some past papers and say, can you give me some exam questions, some 10 markers, 5 markers, whatever markers, in a similar format to the exam papers on this topic. Ask it to give you exam questions. That's how you can make AI give you exam questions, and then boom, you've got questions that you've never had before and that can test you in the area you want to be tested in. Next, get rid of all distractions, get rid of all of them. You do not have time. You don't want to be on results day thinking, oh, if only I got rid of that distraction, if only I didn't do this, if only I didn't do that. No, don't give yourself that option. Don't give yourself the chance to be able to say that on results day. Make sure you lock in and revise in places that you won't get distracted. Delete social media if you have to. If you don't want to delete social media, there's this really good app called Opal. I'll put the picture somewhere, that I still use to this day to keep me off my phone. It basically locks your social media or any apps that you want for however many hours a day that you want, and yeah, it's better than like the built-in Apple one because you can basically just click off that one. Like I said, you want to be happy on results day, and to reduce the chance of being unhappy, make sure you actually get revision done. And if that means not revising around friends, removing distractions, deleting social media, do it, because you will thank yourself in the future. If you feel like you're in a slump and you can't get out of it, I'd recommend using the Pomodoro technique. It's just a good way to start getting you back into the rhythm or get you out of the slump that you've been in. Just type up a Pomodoro timer on YouTube or something, and it will, or type up what it is on Google if you don't know what it is. I personally, when I was doing my GCSEs, I adjusted the timings because most of the time it's 25 minutes and 5 minutes, but I normally did 45 and then 15-minute break. So 45 minutes revising, 15-minute break, and that just helped me to actually get into it because I feel like 25 minutes is not enough to get into actual revision, but that was just me personally. And also, when you're on your breaks, don't just go on your phone, don't just scroll on TikTok or whatever, because that, like, the dopamine you get from going on your phone and going on social media, it kind of like makes your brain really excited, and then you have to go back to doing your work and your brain's like, I don't want to do this, and it's already overstimulated from all the stuff you're watching on your phone, on social media. So now it's going to be really difficult to start revising again. So I would definitely not recommend going on your phone or anything on your breaks. Instead, get up, move, walk to the end of the street, walk back. It gives you an actual break from the revision instead of just continuing to stimulate your brain or overstimulate your brain on your break, if that makes sense. Another thing, when you're on your breaks, whether you do the Pomodoro method or not, whether you're just on a break from revising in general, give yourself a little reward. Like whether you say, okay, I've done this much revision, or once I've done this much revision, I can eat that snack, I can have a packet of sweets, I can go and take a break and watch an episode. Do you know what I mean? Just give yourself that reward, so it gives you that incentive. My next tip is to really focus on exam technique. You've heard this time and time again, I'm sure, but it's so important. You can have all the knowledge locked in. I've said this multiple times before. You can have all the knowledge locked in. If you do not know how to write it in the structure the examiner wants to see it in, it's useless. You will not get the marks. Make sure you are practicing your exam technique, practicing how to write it in the right structure, because some subjects is really hard to lock in on and how to do it. So make sure you're asking your teacher, okay, how do I write this? How do I get this in the right structure? How will I get the marks in this question? At this point, exam questions and practice papers should be taking up the majority of your time, majority of your revision, because hopefully by now you have all the content or majority of the content in your head and ready to go. Make sure you're actually marking these papers so you see where you're going wrong. Don't just do the papers and leave them. I didn't realize people actually do this, but mark the papers. It will help you see where you're going wrong, and as you're marking them, you'll be able to learn, okay, I need to do this when I see this, I need to do this when I see this sort of question, you know what I mean? So make sure you're actually marking. Yeah, this isn't applicable to all subjects, but if you think you've done all the papers, try and do other boards papers. For example, if you do maths, A-level, GCSE, if you've done all the papers for your thing, go and do other exam boards. And if you can't use other exam boards, go back and do the papers you've already done, because until you get 100%, you have not exhausted that paper. You have not properly finished and completed and learned everything from that paper. So if you think you've done all of them, either go and use other exam boards or redo the papers you've already done. My next thing, practice under time conditions. Like I said, this kind of links to the last point. Of course, exam practice is important, it's very important, but if you can't complete the paper or the majority of the paper in the time span of the exam or whatever, that's also gonna harm the marks and the grade that you get. So make sure you're actually practicing, and make sure, for example, for A-level economics or any essay-based subject really, you kind of need to know how much time you should be dedicating to each question. So make sure you're practicing. Just even if you don't do a full paper, just think, okay, let me do this marker question and I know I need to complete it in 5 minutes. For example, economics, I think to do a 5 marker it took 5 minutes, so I would practice doing 5 markers in 5 minutes to get me into that rhythm. So when the exam came around, it was like that, it was easy. My next tip is to take care of yourself. Eat well, sleep well, make sure you're getting all the nutrition you need, 8 hours of sleep, because when you take care of your body will take care of you, and your brain is going to be using a lot of energy, a lot of power, and it needs to be well rested. It needs the nutrition. If you're not giving it what it needs, it will struggle, and that will come back to bite you in your exams and in your grades and in your results. You don't want that. So take care of your body and it will definitely take care of you. And that kind of leads me on to my next point. Take a deep breath in. It's going to be okay. I remember this time last year, I was thinking, if I don't get this on my A-levels, my life is going to basically end. I won't be able to do what I want in my career. My career will be like, I will end up somewhere I don't want to be, da da da. Guys, a year later, I can promise you that is so far from the truth. It's insane. Just relax. I know it's so hard. You're probably thinking, Hannah, what do you mean relax? I've got exams, I've got this, I've got that. If I don't get this grade, I'm gonna miss this offer, da da da. Take it easy. It's okay. It will all work out. But just remember to take a breath. Yes, there's a lot of pressure. Yes, these exams are important. If you don't get what you want, your life will not end, I promise you. Take it from somebody who did not do well in their A-levels. I'm sitting in my accommodation, going to a Russell Group uni, doing a really good course. My life is good. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. Life will work out. My last and final tip would be to pray. It's so easy to neglect God, to forget the word, to kind of push God to the side during this exam season, but I'm telling you to make him the center. Pray for strength, pray for guidance, pray for wisdom. The Bible says, keep on asking and you'll receive what you ask for. And a little bit later on, it says, for everyone who asks receives. Ask God to lead you through the papers, ask God to help with your revision, ask God to just help you throughout the whole exam season. Pray without ceasing, the Bible says. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That is what the Bible says. Just ask for God's will to be done as well, because at the end of the day, God's got you. No matter what happens, God has got you. And this kind of links into my point before, that God has a plan for you, and that plan is of good and not evil. He will not let you to fall. He will not let you to fail. Even if in your eyes it may seem like, oh, this didn't go the way I wanted. I promise you, 5 years time, you'll be looking back thinking, yes, I see why God did that. I see what I learned from that situation, because that's what has happened with me. I did not do well in my A-levels. I got so below what I was predicted. It was insane. I didn't even prepare for what would happen if I got that bad of grades, because I never in a million years did I think it would happen, because I'd never got any such grades like that before. And since that time, I've been able to look back and reflect and ask God, what were you trying to teach me? What were you trying to show me? Learning to just really allow God to take control. The reason I'm here is because God literally said to me, like, Hannah, I want you to go to university. I was this close to retaking my A-levels. But God said, no, Hannah, I've got a plan in mind for you. And honestly, I thought I was struggling so much to trust in God, but I came and I haven't been held back in any way, shape or form. And I don't think I ever will be, because I know myself, I know the God that I serve, and he will not allow me to fail. So that being said, guys, that's all the tips I have today. I really wish you well. You have got this. Remember to lock in. I'm praying for everybody who watches this video, and I really hope you get what you want. I'm really hoping all your exams go well. Just remember all the tips from this video. Remember to keep on pushing. Take the breaks you need, but remember to keep revising hard. You've got this, okay? You've got this.